satu wawancara yang telah pun kami war-warkan, telah pun kami berigakan seawal pagi tadi mengenai dengan wawancara kedua untuk pertemuan hari ini, untuk pengisian hari ini Auda. Kita akan berbincang mengenai dengan US Sports Envoy program. Jadi di studio kita telah pun kita berbesar hati sebenarnya Hani. Kita telah pun menerima
menerima tetamu kita. Kehadiran tetamu kita, 3 orang yang kita bawa hari ini. Kita bersama dengan Mr. Kelvin Pong selaku pengerusi Sekolah Chonghua Kyudang dan juga ahli Persatuan Badminton Kebangsaan Brunei. Jadi Mr. Kelvin Pong berada di sana dan juga kita bersama dengan 2 orang atlet antarabangsa yang kita jemput sebagai tetamu di Rampai Pagi pada hari ini. Mr. Howard Bach, pemenang pingat emas kejohanan badminton dunia 2005 dan bersebelahan dengan saya, sebelah saya adalah Miss Amy Burnett, atlet para badminton dari Amerika Syarikat. Jadi kita sapa tetamu kita. Welcome.
Welcome. Good morning everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
How's everyone?
Very well.
Brilliant, brilliant. So first of all, thank you so much for coming to Rampai Pagi. We're so excited to have all of you here with us on Rampai Pagi. Surely our viewers of Rampai Pagi is equally excited to learn more about US Sports Envoy program. But before that, perhaps, Hani, we can just have a quick round of introductions. I'm sure everyone's watching today would like to know who you are, your backgrounds and all that. We can start maybe from Mr. Kelvin.
Sure. Great morning, Brunei. So I'm Kelvin Pong. So I actually the chairman of Chonghua School Kyudang. So I've been served there for years, and I'm also serving as a vice president in the local Brunei National Badminton Association.
Next, Mr. Howard.
Great, thanks for inviting me this morning. My name is Howard Bach, and from the U.S., and I've been playing badminton, which is one of the popular sport in Brunei. I've been playing for over 30 years. After I retired my last Olympics in 2012, now I am a full-time coach, and I'm excited. First time here in Brunei, and thanks for inviting us.
Great. And Amy.
Hi, thank you so much for having us. My name is Amy Burnett. I am a current athlete for the para badminton team for Team USA. And I've been playing the sport for roughly 7-8 years now. And it's been very rewarding in many ways. It's helped empower my life. And so I am here with the Envoy program to share a bit of my experience with other females and disabilities.
Great.
Maybe you can also ask a few questions to Howard and also Miss Amy. I understand this is your first time visit to Brunei, is that correct?
Yes.
When did you guys arrive to Brunei? Amy?
I got here yesterday.
Yesterday, right. And Howard?
I arrived Thursday night.
Thursday night.
So luckily we had like an extra day to kind of look around, and obviously I was able to try some local food and saw like the beautiful mosque. So yeah, just beautiful country.
Yes, we do have lots of things to offer as well. So I'm sure please do take the opportunity and to go around and really enjoy our country.
Explore Brunei, food, and all the great things that we have to offer. All right.
So yes.
All of our guests today are involved in the US Sports Envoy program. So we would like to know more. So perhaps Mr. Kelvin Pong could share with us about the Envoy program, when and where, and the activities that will take place.
Sure. So thank you. So the US Sports Envoy program, actually I invite all the US professional coaches, athletes to share in the passion of sports in order to focus on the inclusion and social cohesion with the US foreign policies goals. So and what will the program? So for the program, it will carry on August 12th to the 15th in Chonghua School Kyudang. So and with this, we would also like to inform and invite the public to come on Thursday, 9:30 in the morning for the exhibition match. So where Howard and also Amy will be playing against our local athletes.
Brilliant.
So public are invited for that event.
So once again, that will be on Thursday.
Correct.
9:30 at Chonghua
School Kyudang.
Chonghua School Kyudang. So there'll be a friendly match between Mr. Howard and also Miss Amy.
It'll be exhibition matches.
Exhibition matches
involving them.
Okay.
Between local local athletes as well, Miss Amy and Mr. Howard, on 12th until 15th.
Yeah,
right?
from the 12th to the 15th. So the exhibition match is on 15.
Right.
However, there are programs like motivational talk, coaching clinics, and also some badminton workshop on the 13th and the 14th. So that is also open to the public through our Instagram. So you have to RSVP. So our Instagram is CHSK_badminton. CHSK_badminton. So we do open limited slots for public registration. So do RSVP as soon as possible. We will open up the RSVP after tonight.
Okay, itu dia ada kepada bis kita menyaksikan Rampai Pagi hari ini. Jika bis kita ingin menyaksikan perlawanan friendly persahabatan di antara kedua atlet yang kita pun telah jemput hari ini, Auda daripada Amerika Syarikat dengan pemain-pemain lokal kita ni, bis kita bolehlah datang hari Khamis ini, Auda, pada pukul 9.30 pagi, dan untuk melakukan sedemikian bis kita hendaklah memastikan dulu bis kita hendak datang dengan melayari laman seseorang mereka di Instagram CHSK_badminton. Jadi di sana ada link yang bis kita harus tekan untuk mengonfirm hanya orang memastikan mendaftar kehadiran bis kita.
Ya, dan berbagai program juga yang akan berlangsung. Next question, Mr. Kelvin, we would like to know the target audience or the target participants for this US Sports Envoy program.
So for the 13 and the 14, the motivational, the coaching clinics, and the badminton workshop, those are targeted to coaches, athletes, and person with disabilities. So as of for Thursday, the exhibition match is open to the public. Everyone can attend. So we encourage Bruneian to come in and join us.
All right. So for the other programs and activities, do the audience have to sign up through the website as well?
Yes, correct. So it's not website, but it's just Instagram. We'll provide you with a link of a Google survey form where you can register yourself in those workshop clinics and also the motivational talk. Initially, it's by invitation, but now because of the positive response, we open it up to the public, but limited spots. So please, do the RSVPs.
Yes, so I'm sure after Rampai Pagi is airing, a lot more participants would like to join. To watch the program, to watch the matches, friendly matches, as well as the programs that are being conducted.
Jadi jangan lepaskan peluang ni, Auda, sebenarnya, Hani, ya. Baiklah, seterusnya kita ingin mengajukan soalan ni, Hani, kepada tetamu yang kita undang juga. The next questions are either to Mr. Howard or Miss Amy. Surely after Rampai Pagi today, people will probably very excited and very keen on joining the programs and all that. So in terms of, perhaps I can phrase the questions in terms of your hopes, what do you want the participants to gain from joining the programs? Howard, perhaps?
Yeah, sure, definitely. Obviously, the U.S. Envoy program, we're here because we want to promote inclusion, persons with disability, and also simply female girls in sports. I have a daughter that's 11 years old, and she decided to play badminton. So, as a dad, I'm very supportive and happy at the same time that, she has the opportunities, which I never had when I trained when I was younger. In the U.S., badminton is not quite popular. It is not popular. It's known as the backyard sport. You're playing badminton, you're cooking barbecue, so it was not taken seriously. So it was not an easy journey for myself. But luckily, I was able to participate at the Olympic Training Center to train full time. And now we have clubs throughout the whole entire U.S. and we have new generations who have options. So it's great to have opportunities and options. And that's what we would like to share with Bruneians too. So just excited. Make sure you swing by. We want to say hi to you. And the underlying goal is have fun, learn something, and let's play badminton.
Amy, perhaps you could share as well your hopes, especially for the participants who are joining the U.S. Sports Envoy program.
Yeah, one of my hopes for them is that they will come and see, for example, I'm the only wheelchair player in the United States, so it's hard for me to have a role model because I don't have another person that plays the sport in the United States to look up to. So playing internationally, I got to see all of the people all over the world, and now I have a vast group of big family, really, with all of the athletes that I see and play with in the United States now, and then outside of the country. So my goal and hope would be for them to see what I have seen and fall in love with the sport, which has empowered me also to have a job, finish college, and learn that having a disability doesn't have to be a barrier, correct?
Yes.
It doesn't have to stop your life,
True. So we're more inclusive now in terms of gender and then in terms of our abilities. So perhaps now that we know more about U.S. Sports Envoy program, we'd like to know more about our guests here. We understand, Amy, you played a pivotal role in advancing female inclusion within the sport. Perhaps we may know a little bit about your backstory, about how you started in being involved in para badminton. Yeah,
my sport background was actually basketball. It's the biggest sport in the United States for anyone with a disability. And I was walking until 21. I was in an accident. And so from rehabilitation, a man rolled in my room and said, "Hey, would you like to get out of here and come play a sport?" And I was like, "We get to leave the facility and go play a sport? Yes, please take me out of here." So I started off with basketball. I went to college on a wheelchair basketball scholarship. I didn't know anything about para badminton because it wasn't a popular sport. I retired from basketball, played tennis for several years, and then one day I was watching the Olympics and there was badminton, and I went, "Oh my gosh, this is like tennis, but it's inside." And so I made calls and found out that this was actually a new and growing sport in the United States. And very fortunately, I live in an RV, so I'm able to travel because badminton is not a sport that they play in the state that I live in, but in California, where Howard is, the sport is very much more popular. So every year I travel and live about 6 months in California and train there.
So this was back in 1996, was it?
My injury started in 1996, yes. And
then you started discovering.
Yeah, it's very inspirational to hear all your stories despite all the different challenges that you've gone through. Perhaps I can just ask you questions on like what really your motivations, Amy, what pushes you and what are your inspirations just to keep going and to really not allowing the fact that you're in wheelchairs and all that stops you from doing what you're passionate about, what you love, badminton.
Yeah, it's interesting because sometimes when I wake up in the morning and especially as I'm aging, I'm tired and my body is not exactly happy, but when I get onto the badminton court, you forget about the problems that you're facing. You're only focused on the sport and playing and having fun. And as the only wheelchair player in the United States, I train with able-bodied children. And so for me, every day is like play day, and I get to go and I have fun, and it's also teaching them how to be around somebody with a disability. So it's acclimation, and it's beautiful. So I'm having a lot of fun, and that's everything I want everyone else to see is just being included is how everyone wants to feel. We all want to feel included.
Yes, that's very inspirational, and I'm sure that you'll share more during the U.S. Sports Envoy program with the audience who will be attending. We also understand, Howard, you competed and represented the United States in 3 Olympics in Athens, Beijing, London, and officially retired in 2013. And one of your greatest badminton achievement was winning the 2005 World Badminton Championship in the event of men's doubles with Tony Gunawan. Right, so perhaps we could know more about how you started, because you said that badminton is not very popular in the US, but what made you choose badminton and what's your driving force?
Got it. First off, Amy is our role model, so thank you, Amy, for being here and leading the charge. So obviously, as I've mentioned, I started playing at a very young age. My dad used to play. I was actually born in Vietnam, but
Yes.
parents immigrated to the U.S. when I was 3 years old, and family was blue collared, so we played at a local YMCA. But fast forward, I had the opportunity to be at the right place at the right time, and that changed my life. I met individuals, friends, and built lifelong, lasting relationships through the sport. And of course, everybody knows Tony Gunawan, my doubles partner, because he is amazing. He used to represent Indonesia, but he moved to the U.S., got his citizenship. So very fortunate to be a part of of the partnership and to make history. But more importantly, that taught me the lesson to, hey, look, you have to give back, right? You had the opportunity, so yes, you won the World Championship gold medal, but what's after that? The future generations,
Yes.
right? There's so much more you can do. Don't just be happy. Continue to spread the love, the passion of the sport. Everybody knows sport is great for communities. It's great for your health. I mean, the world bands together, not just every 4 years, the Olympics, but just in general. It teaches you all the life lessons. So that's why we're so passionate, all of us here, and we want to give that opportunity, the inclusivity, and just we want to share everything with Bruneians.
Thank you for sharing that. I just love the positivity that you get from interviewing Amy and also Howard and hearing all your stories, which I really hope our audience, the viewers of Rampai Pagi, would actually, surely there's a lot of things to learn from this interview session, Sunny.
For sure. And next we would like to know from Mr. Kelvin as well, as the chairman for Sekolah Chonghua Kyudang, pengurusi Sekolah Chonghua Kyudang, and also a member of Persatuan Badminton Kebangsaan Brunei Darussalam. Perhaps what you hope for the younger generation now when it comes to sports, especially to do with badminton. Perhaps you yourself was a junior player. Yeah.
So you check up on me, huh?
Yes.
Yes, I played in the national before, but after going to university, I stopped representing Brunei. So I retired, but what I want to see for the future of badminton in Brunei is that we are surrounded by powerhouses like Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea. So we should be up there too. So we should come up as a program, an academy to bring up the youngsters, scout their talent, develop them, and then bring them to the world level. So that is what CHSK Badminton is striving for. And that's why we organize lots of tournaments, especially in the junior levels, U10, U14, U15, 16, and all the way up to the veterans as well. Yeah, so that is what we hope, that we can scout talent. Through us, we can develop them, and then we can bring them to the next level. So that not just include everyone, but it includes persons with disability as well. We also want to cater that. So we want to create that awareness so that everyone is inclusive.
Perhaps one quick question, either to any one of you. Is badminton for everyone? Do you need to have specific? Is there any specific requirements in terms of height, perhaps, and all that when it comes to being a good badminton player? What's your thoughts on this?
Well, speaking from my personal experience, I'm I feel like definitely I'm short, not very tall, 5'6". So badminton is amazing in a way where you can be super tall, or you could be short, or you could, have, certain things. But as long as you find a way to win on the court, that kind of teaches you about life too. You don't have to be perfect. Wherever you come from, that's not as important. It's what you make of it and how you handle and figure out the situation. So you don't have to have a specific height or anything. More importantly, just make that decision, whatever it is, even if it's not badminton. It could be basketball, but of course we all love badminton. But yes, just come play and enjoy, and it'll change your life.
It's all about the skills and wanting, having the drive, having the will to try it.
Keep practicing.
Yes. How about Amy? What do you think? Is badminton for everyone?
Actually, badminton is for everyone. There is the Special Olympics, there's the Paralympics, and and you don't have to play at an elite level. You can play for fun. It's like a coaching style. Like, what are you coaching, just beginners, or are you coaching at the elite level? So actually, badminton is for everyone. It just depends on how far you want to go with the sport. I wanted to offer you a small token. This is
so wonderful.
Very popular to do in badminton is trading the pin, and this is Team USA Para Badminton pin for you.
Here it is.
And
It's a
Dini,
pin.
one for you
thank
too
you
as
so
well.
much. Thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
There you go. So maybe we can show it to the camera. It's the USA Badminton. Para Badminton, okay. To the camera over here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Amy and Howard,
Really
for
appreciate this.
bringing us this souvenir. We appreciate it so much. Yeah, here you go. Close up. USA Badminton, Para Badminton. So this is a tradition, I guess, between badminton players.
Itu dia Oda. Pin yang istimewa. Hani pun tersenyum lebar hari ini Oda apabila mendapat pin istimewa hari ini Hania daripada tetamu narasumber yang kita jemput di studio hari ini Oda. Dan seperti yang diberikan dari Hani, hari 4 Hania, hari 4 hari Khamis hari Khamis ni Oda. Pada pukul 9.30 pagi diadakan persembahan exhibition dan juga friendly matches. Jadi jangan lepaskan peluang, datanglah beramai-ramai ke Chung Hua. Sekolah Chung Hua mana Hani?
Chung Hua di Bandar Sebegawan,
Kudang,
yang mana di Kudang, bukan Bandar Sebegawan, di Kudang, di mana Auda boleh menyaksikan sendiri permainan exhibition dan juga permainan friendly di antara kedua orang atlet yang kita jemput ke studio pada hari ini bersama dengan atlet-atlet di negara Brunei Darussalam. Jadi Auda terus saja, dan jangan lupa juga ikuti Instagram CHSK _ badminton. Chung Hua Kudang ya, jangan sesat.
Di Kudang, bukan di Bandar Seri Begawan.
Bukan di Bandar Seri Begawan.
Betul.
Baik. Mungkin for the next question, we'd like to know, Mr. Kelvin, more about Persatuan Badminton Kebangsaan Brunei. How long has it, existed?
It has been existed for some time. My active involvement is actually over the last 3 years. So because I came back into the badminton world and in Brunei and organized a lot of tournament in the flagship of CHSK Badminton. So since then they remembered I was the Brunei national player before, and then invited me into the association, and then I started serving as a vice president last year. So for a term of 3 years.
So
maybe can I just ask you another question as well, Mr. Kelvin? How do you see the in terms of the number of players or interests towards badminton? Because you kind of like, when you shared, you started playing badminton, you're very active, then you stopped, now you're coming back again. But in terms of what you're seeing now, especially among our youth and our youngsters, how is it now when it comes to their interest in playing badminton? Perhaps you can share on that.
I see, compared to previously when I played as a national player, one of the lacking is the exposure. The playing exposure, because when we are sent out of the country, the first match we are playing against Malaysia, Indonesia, and we naturally couldn't reach up to their level and we lose. So if we go out and we lose one game and then that's the end of the competition, then we come back and there's not enough sparring experience back in Brunei. So that's why we changed the perspective. So CHSK Badminton aim to organize tournaments so that the regional players like Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, and they can come into Brunei to compete. And that way, the foreigners coming into Brunei and play against the Bruneian. And the Bruneian will see a different level of game, and they can also compete against them. And many more Bruneian get that opportunity to play against them. So slowly that will raise the bar of the level of badminton in Brunei. So that is what the new perspective is.
Yeah, we also hope that the youth in Brunei will be more empowered to reach the next level. So not just play badminton for fun,
socially,
which is a great thing as well, for sure. But hopefully to be able to, you know, reach outside of Brunei and bring the medal.
So what should our audience, our viewers do if they wish to find out more about the associations or about the programs?
I see. So for the programs, what the public can do is to follow CHSK Badminton _ Badminton, and then after tonight we will be we'll be opening up for the registration slots for the motivational session, coaching session, and also for the badminton workshop sessions. And of course, for the Thursday, there is no limits, so we can host up to 500s, okay? So the public are more than welcome to come in to join on Thursday for the exhibition matches. So the only limited slots that we are putting a cap is the coaching clinics, the motivation, and also the badminton workshop that will be carried out on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah.
Yes, and for the exhibition match, everyone can watch. Doesn't matter how old you are welcome to CHSK _ Badminton on Instagram. Find the link there.
RSVP.
And then the location is at Chonghua, Qdang. Rasanya rugi kalau kita tidak bertanyakan final message daripada para atlet antarabangsa yang kita jemput ke studio. So our final question today is your message for the youths out there who are perhaps, you know, they want to, but they are unsure, or they need that more driving force, motivation, a bit more push to be involved in whatever they're passionate in, namely badminton. So perhaps, Howard or Amy could start first.
Sure. Go once. Try it once. If you don't like it, you don't have to come back. But it's so addictive, I promise you, if you just go one time. And even if you're different, like I said, I'm the only wheelchair player in the entire United States, but it doesn't matter. I'm going, I'm having fun, I'm learning, and this is what I wish to see for everyone else. It's a very positive place to be, and you're going to learn internally and grow more. The more you grow, the more you'll flourish. And that's what we want to spend, just an entire inclusive and positive and empowering.
Thank you very much.
Go and try it, otherwise you wouldn't know. Right, from Rampai Pagi, we'd like to say thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have all of you with us here on Rampai Pagi. Surely after this, all of our viewers will go straight to your Instagram, and surely a lot of our viewers will sign up for the program as well. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Enjoy Brunei.
Enjoy Brunei.
Yes, thank you.